Hi, my name is Debbie Leibowitz. Welcome to Storytime A Go-Go, my weekly program sponsored by the Abbott Public Library in Marblehead, Massachusetts, where I write a story for you. I'd like to read it to you and have you help me read it and help me act out the story. And today, the story I wrote for you is called Ray and Len, Best Friends. Do you see the picture of the horse and the duck? Do they look like they're hugging each other? They are best friends. Ray and Len, best friends. Do you have a best friend? Sometimes people in your families are your best friends. Can you give yourself a hug like this? Put your arms around yourself and hug yourself like you would hug a best friend. I'd like you to help me tell this story. Are you ready? Before we do, I just want to show you this page right here. It says, this book is dedicated to RRK and LJL, best friends forever plus one extra day. And I wrote this book especially with RRK and LJL, my best friends. I wrote it with them in my mind. Are you ready? Here we go. No one knows how it happened, but it sure did. Ray, the farm horse, and Len, the farm duck, became best friends. And here they are. What does a horse say? And what does a duck say? I like the way you're saying those sounds of those animals. I'd like to say it too. I think a horse sounds like this. Neigh, neigh. And I think a duck sounds like this. Quack, 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 quack. Can you all be like a horse? Maybe gallop around the room or outside if you're outside and say, neigh, neigh, or whatever sounds you think a horse says. Go ahead. I'd like to watch you do it. Galloping around, sounding like a horse. That's great. Now, let's do a duck. I think a duck would kind of waddle. So you put your hands out like this and you go back and forth with your feet. Like this, side to side as you're walking around. Can you try that? And don't forget to make your duck sound. I can't wait to hear it. There you go. Waddling side to side on your feet. Quack, quacking like a duck. Waddling side and side on your feet. Quack, quack, and quacking like a duck. Nice job, everybody. Thanks for helping me. Everyone can tell that Ray and Len are best friends because they spend a lot of time together, even though they don't always like to do the same things all the time. And they look very different, don't they? What does Ray look like? Ray the horse. He does look like a horse. Is he bigger or smaller than Len the duck? Ray the horse is bigger. You're right. Can you make your arms go up, your hands go up like bigger? Show bigger. Good job. Up bigger. And sometimes out to the side shows bigger. Can you do that too? Out to the side shows bigger. We have up and out to the side and up and out to the side. Good job. And Len, the duck, is smaller. How would we show smaller? Yes, good ideas. You could do this, the smaller, like this. Put your hands and go smaller, 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 smaller. Yes, smaller, small. You could do your fingers like this to show smaller, smaller, smaller. Can you do that? Smaller. Good. Let's do our hands and then our fingers. Let's do smaller, 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 smaller. And this horse is saying, hello, everyone. My name is Ray. And this little duck is saying, and hello, everyone. My name is Len. It would really be funny if a horse and a duck could really talk in our language. It sure is fun to pretend, isn't it? It sure is fun to pretend that the horse and the duck are talking. Ray likes sailboats. And here's Ray on his sailboat wearing his sailboat captain hat. And he's on a sailboat. And you know what makes a sailboat move? Do you know what helps these sails move the boat through the water? Wind helps. So let's pretend we're on a sailboat and the wind is coming and we're sailing along through the wind helping us on the water. Wow, good sailboat riding. You are very good sailboat captains. Let's go this way. And now let's go this way on the sailboat. And let's go this way. And let's go this way and side to side on the sailboat. Good job. So that's what Ray really likes to do. He likes sailboats. What do you think Len likes to do? What do you think? Let's find out. Len really likes motorboats. And here is Len the Duck being the captain wearing his captain's hat on a motorboat. And do you know what makes a motorboat go through the water? This right here, a motor. Can you make a motor sound? You can, that's great. I think I'll make a motorboat sound too. Mine would be vroom, vroom, vroom. So let's take our motorboats just like Len is, and let's drive through the ocean waves. Ready? Vroom, steer it. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Let's go this way. Vroom, and this way. Vroom. Let me hear your motor sounds. Vroom, vroom, and straight. Vroom. They both like to go golfing. And here we see Ray with his golf club in his hands, ready to hit the golf ball. And here we see Len with the golf club in his hands, ready to hit the golf ball. Are these really hands on Ray? He's holding the golf club with his hoofs, right? Are these really feet on Len or hands? They're duck feet. That's what they are. Right. Have you ever gone golfing? Oh, some of you have. Some of you haven't gone golfing. Some of you plan to go golfing, so you hold the golf club and hit the ball. This is hitting it just a little bit, but if you want to do a big swing, hold the golf club back here and go like that with the golf club to hit the ball. Ready? Hold your golf club. Here we go. Good swing. Good job. Let's do it again. We're golfing. One more time. Nice swing. We're golfing. You are really good pretend golfers right now because we don't really have a golf club in our hands and we don't really have a golf ball, but it sure is fun to pretend. Ray likes when the farmer gives him extra hay to eat. Ray is also ready to put too much sugar on the hay. Ray sure does love sweets. And here's the farmer giving Ray some hay and extra hay to eat. And right here is a scoop of sugar that Ray is getting ready to put on the hay. Should we pretend we're Ray, the horse, and we're eating some hay? How would you eat the hay? I'm going to copy some of those ideas and munch the hay with my mouth like I think Ray might do. And if Ray puts extra sugar on his hay. He would make it really, really sweet, right? So we could go yummy in our tummies when we eat the hay. So let's take a taste of hay and then do yummy in our tummies. Ready? Let's go. Yummy in our tummies. That was fun. So remember, Ray likes when the farmer gives him extra hay to eat. Ray is always ready right here to put too much sugar on the hay. Ray sure does love sweets. Let's find out about Len. Len likes to eat grass, leaves, and weeds. When the farmer feeds these things to Len, Len is ready to put some sugar on too. Not as much as Ray does, but Len likes his sweets too. So here's the farmer. And what is he feeding to Len? Looks like he's feeding him some grass. And right here, Len has a scoop of sugar ready to put on that grass to eat. He doesn't put as much sugar as Ray puts on his hay. But Len still likes sweets, and he's going to put a little bit extra on. Let's try that. Let's pretend that you all have some grass in your webbed feet because you're Len the Duck. I don't know how to make webbed feet. How do you think we should do it? Oh, yeah, good ideas. Any way you want. And you have some extra scoop of sugar to put on the grass. Ready? Let's scoop the sugar and put it on the grass, just like Len does. And then we can eat it. It's really, really good, especially because Len put some extra sugar on it. Yummy in the tummy. Let's do that 5 times. Are you ready? Yummy in the tummy. Yummy in the tummy. Yummy in the tummy. Yummy in the tummy. I think one more. Yummy in the tummy. So remember, Len likes to eat grass, leaves, and weeds. And when the farmer feeds these things to Len, Len is ready to put some sugar on too. Not as much as Ray does, but Len likes his sweets too. Ray likes new, big cars. Len likes old-fashioned cars, big or small. Here's Ray in his big car. Wow, is that big? How would we drive that big car around the room or outside where you are? Ready? Get in the car. The big car, so it probably has a heavy door to close, so be careful. Put on your seatbelt. Ready? Put the key in, turn it on. We can do this because it's a pretend big car and we're riding around just like Ray in his great big new car, riding and beeping the horn. Nice horn sound. I hear honk honk. I hear beep beep. Yes, I even hear toot toot. Great. And Len likes old-fashioned cars, big or small. And there he is in his old-fashioned car. It's an old fancy car. So let's get in that old fancy car. If it's old, I wonder if the door makes a little creaking sound. Let's open the door to get in the car and see if it does make a little creaking sound. Creak. Mine does. Does yours? Try it again. Creak. Let me hear. Yes, some of yours does make a creaking sound when you open the car door. Creak. Get in. Close the door. Creak. Mine creaks when I close it too. Does yours? Yours does too. Put on your seatbelt. Put the key in the ignition, and we can do this because we're just pretending. And drive around in Len's old-fashioned car. Let me hear your horns. I'm holding onto the steering wheel like this. Are you? Oh, I hear toot toot. I hear beep beep. I hear honk honk. Do I hear honk beep toot? Let's try that. Honk, beep, toot. Honk, beep, toot. Honk, beep, toot. Honk, beep, toot. Really fun. Are you parking your car and getting out of it? Okay. Oh, I heard the doors creak. I heard some of those car doors creak when you closed it because it's an old-fashioned car that Len likes. Know what else both of the friends like? They both like lots of different sports. They like to play baseball the best, and they love to talk about football. So let's see. What ball is this? It's a soccer ball. And usually, how do you play soccer? What do you do with the ball? You kick it. So pretend you have your soccer ball and give it a kick. And give it a kick. And give it a kick with your foot. Try it again and give it a kick. Good job. Kick it all around where you are. Kick that ball. Remember, don't touch it with your hands. You're running and you're kicking it. You're running and you're kicking your soccer ball. Good job. What ball is this? Right here. This one. It's orange. It has some black lines. It's a basketball. And what do we do with a basketball? Yes, we do. Throw it into a net. We throw it up into a net and it comes right back down. And we dribble it too. You take your ball, your nice pretend basketball, and you're bouncing it with your hand and it's coming back up. And so you're dribbling it up and down, and then you catch it and throw it into the net. Shall we try that? Let's try that. Ready? Bouncing, dribbling, the ball's coming back up to you and you're bouncing it back down and you catch it and you throw it up to the net. Let's try that 2 more times. Let's go. Dribbling, bouncing our pretend basketballs, catching it and throwing it into the net. And 1 more time. Bouncing it. It's called dribbling the ball because we're moving around while we're dribbling it, while we're bouncing and it comes back up and catch it and throw it into the net. Great job. And then here we have, do you know what kind of helmet this is? It is. It's a hockey helmet and here's a hockey stick and a puck. And we play hockey on the ice. So put on your ice skates on your feet. Tie them up. Okay, get your hockey stick ready. First of all, put on your helmet to protect your head. Fasten it up. Get your hockey stick and pretend there's a puck and skate down the ice, back and forth, moving that puck with your hockey stick. Good job. All the way down the ice, and we're going to slide it into the net. Good, let's try that. Start way up at the other end of the ice. Skating, sliding with your feet, moving the hockey stick back and forth so that you can move the puck back and forth. Are you ready to slide the puck into the net? Let's go. Slide it into the net. Sure, go ahead. Do it a few more times. Slide it right into the net. And there you go, sliding that hockey puck into the net. And right here we have a football. And yes, we do have a baseball there and a rubber ball there and a golf ball there. We know that Ray and Len both like to go golfing, right? And baseball is their favorite. So here's a baseball. And you need a bat. So you're going to hold the bat. And when the pitcher throws the baseball to you, you'll hit it really hard and fast and far. Ready? Do you have your bats in your hand? Okay, let's pretend the pitcher is throwing the ball to you like this, and we hit it and run around the bases and run and run and run around the bases. Stop and run and run and run around the bases. Stop and run and run and run around the bases. Stop. Good job. You could also be the pitcher. So you could take the ball and you could throw it to the person with the bat, to the batter. Let's try it. Take the ball and throw it. to the batter. Let's do it one more time. Take the baseball and throw it to the batter. You're very good at sports. So remember, both of the friends like different kinds of sports, lots of them. They like to play baseball the best, and they love to talk about, do you remember what they love to talk about? Football. They really like to talk about football a lot. Let's find out more about Ray and Len. Another thing that both Ray and Len like to do is to sit in a really comfortable chair. They each have their own favorite comfortable chairs right in their own homes. And here we see Ray inside his home. What's his home look like? Yes, it looks like a barn, and there he is sitting on his very comfortable chair. Let's pretend that we're Ray and we're sitting on our very, very comfortable chair right in our home, in our barn. Ready? So, how would you do this if you were Ray the horse? How would you do it? Show me. Oh, okay. And you're sitting, yep, you can lean back because you're really comfortable. So we're going to lean back in the comfortable chair. Want to give a little neigh or a little sound that a horse says? I'm so comfortable. Neigh! I'm so comfortable in my comfortable chair. Neigh! And there is Len the Duck in his home, sitting on his comfortable chair. Where is Len the Duck's home? Yes, it's right in the pond. Imagine that. Imagine a comfortable chair in the pond and Len sitting on it comfortably. Let's try it. I hope it doesn't float away. I'm on the comfortable chair. I'm Len the Duck. I'm so comfortable. I'm going to make a duck sound. Let me hear your duck sounds as you're being so, so comfortable. I'm going to try that too. I'm so, so comfortable. I'm Len the Duck, and I'm going to make a comfortable duck sound. Quack, quack. I'm so comfortable. Quack, quack. Okay, thank you. Ray and Len like to go fishing together. And there they are in one boat, sharing the boat together, and they're going fishing. They look pretty happy, don't they? They have their fishing rods. And I think the fish are happy too because they're swimming around with smiles on their faces. So they may not be letting Len and Ray catch them. Shall we pretend that we're fishing like Len and Ray? Okay, so you need to get your fishing pole ready. Okay, and let's pretend that we're on the boat. Okay, and you cast. You hold on to your rod, but you're casting the line, the long string, into the pond or the river or the ocean. I think they're in the ocean, fishing and smiling. Let's do it again. So take your rod back and cast, just the line goes in to the water. Did you catch any fish? You did? What are you going to do with it? Sometimes I think when Ray and Len catch a fish, they do this. They take the fish off the end of the hook and they throw it back in the water. Isn't that nice of them? Ray and Len cannot be together all the time, but when they are not together, they still feel like they are together. Look at, they're not together. Ray is going this way, and Len is going this way. So they can't be together all the time. But when they are not together, they still feel like they are together. Know why? Know why they feel like they're together even when they're not together? Because they always feel like they each have the same kind of heart. And here we have two of the same kind of hearts. And did you notice on all the pictures throughout the story, Ray and Len each had the same kind of heart showing? That's very interesting, isn't it? And know what? Even though they do not look like each other, and even though sometimes they like the same things, and sometimes Ray the horse and Len the duck don't like the same things, they actually do have the same kind of heart. And that's what best friends are all about. It's all about what is in your heart forever, plus one extra day. And here we have Ray the horse and Len the duck. And if you notice, they each do have the same kind of heart. And that's what really counts with best friends, is what is in your heart forever, plus one extra day. And that's the story of Ray and Len, best friends. And best friends forever, plus one extra day. And I feel like all of you are my best friends. I'm so happy that we had this time to share the story together and for you to help me tell it. And I want you to have a great rest of the day, best friends. And I hope to see you next time. Bye, friends. Bye, best friends.